Well, joining me now to break this down even further is Alex Zdan, a GOP political strategist and former U.S. Senate candidate for New Jersey.
Alex Zdan.
Alex Zdan.
Alex Zdan.
Alex Zdan.
Alex Zdan.
Alex Zdan.
The average person who watched that debate thought that Joe Biden was not mentally competent. Their votes are the ones that matter on Election Day.
President Trump has been able to close the fundraising gap with President Biden and, in fact, lap him. Obviously, there is enthusiasm for President Trump on the Republican side. He is making the case that he would be a better steward of the economy than President Joe Biden has been. And we have seen in so many elections that that economic message resonates so deeply with voters who are living paycheck to paycheck. Senator Menendez is a brilliant man. He is no dummy. His mind can capture foreign policy issues, domestic issues, but what I didn't realize at the time, and maybe I should have realized, was that it can also hold in its head these multiple contradictions, that he thinks he's doing good work for the people of New Jersey, but he's delusional. He essentially treated his U.S. Senate seat, which is the property of the people of New Jersey, the last time I checked, as an ATM spilling out gold bars, cash, goodies, and favors for himself and his wife. It's pretty shameful. You've got Teleprompter Joe and Sundown Joe. President Biden has been in politics for 50 years. He's got muscle memory, and if you put a teleprompter up in front of him, he can deliver a speech like that. He can rouse a crowd, but behind closed doors, it's an entirely different situation.
Well, look, Craig Calloway is one of the most charismatic, corrupt criminals I've ever met, and I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but it's definitely not on the up and up. He has gone out there, he used charisma and charm to literally charm the vote out of your hands.
I don't think the president's being a very good ally to Israel now, and there is an opportunity among Jewish voters for President Trump to show his staunch support of Israel.
Joe Biden is an arrogant and proud man, but the weight of the polling and the weight of the party is shifting against him.
He is over 35 years old, and she has a pulse. That is the criteria in the U.S. Constitution for a presidential candidate. So could she? Sure. Would she be able to beat Donald Trump? I don't think so.
Alex, you know what? Now, that was the laugh I needed.
Bob Menendez, I always thought, had two sides, senator and scoundrel. And in fact, what we're finding out through this trial and this indictment process is the senator is a scoundrel. Two sides are one and the same. And Bob Menendez used that powerful IQ of his to take bribes and deceive people close to him about it for years. I was at that press conference where he mentioned about the intergenerational trauma, withdrawing certain amounts of money. He's not a guy operating a convenience store in Union City. He's a United States senator.
If you're stuffing a ballot box, it's easy to stuff your jacket and your pockets with gold bars and cash.
Menendez is accused of darn near treason, selling out his seat, selling his soul, selling out his constituents to unfriendly nations, nations that are not predisposed to like the United States. He got the most votes, the overwhelming majority of votes during the primary contest, where he was not seriously opposed, only opposed by Congressman Dean Phillips. Now he's the presumptive nominee. There is no return policy on presumptive presidential nominees. The Democratic Party bought him, and he's broken. Every state deserves better than this. Our country deserves better than this. Senator Menendez has been either under investigation or under indictment for nearly 20 years. This within the Democratic Party is obviously a full-blown crisis. The question is how much longer it's going to go on. If we look at Carl Bernstein's reporting in the past 18 months, the president has been confused, frail, or disoriented at least 15 to 20 times in public that people have seen. The average voter recognizes this, and it's going to have weight on Election Day if President Biden stays in the race. It's a campaign issue, no doubt about it.
And if you had to put your money on a VP pick this morning, who do you think's leading the pack?
I would say J.D. Vance. Intellectually, he lines up with President Trump, and he's ready to take over the party in 4 years.
Perfect, succinct TV answer. Alex and David, we appreciate your time.
I know it's done, man.
Yeah, exactly.